Welcome back to a brand new PTCG live video. Today I'll be showcasing a new way to play Team Rocket's Crobat EX with the single prize Lycanroc. So with that being said, let's get into the deck list. Let's see which new cards we'll be running. So we do run all 4 copies of the Team Rocket's Zubat, the 3 copies of the Team Rocket's Golbat for that sneaky bite ability. When we evolve up our Golbat from our hand, we can put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. And then we do run the 3 copies of the Team Rocket's Crobat EX here. This will be our main attacker. And we do have the ability Biting Spree. When we evolve up our Crobat from our hand from our Golbat, we can choose 2 of your opponent's Pokemon and put 2 damage counters on each of them. And then we do have the Assassin's Return for the 2 Dark Energies. We can do 120 base damage. And then we do have the option to put this Pokemon back into our hand and then discard any attached cards. And then for our secondary attacker, we have a 2-2 line of the Rockruff and Lycanroc. It is fighting type, so it does complement Crobat pretty well. If we go up against a lightning deck, we can hit them for weakness and not use our Crobat, which is weak to lightning. And then we do have that ability Spike Clad. When we evolve up this Pokemon from our hand, we can get 2 Spiky Energy cards from our discard pile and attach them to this Pokemon. And then we do have the Clamping Fangs for our attack for the 3 colorless, which will be the 3 Spiky Energies most likely. We can do 40 base damage and then 40 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. So it'll be pretty easy to ramp up the damage for this attack since we're getting damage counters into play with both Golbat and Crobat EX. And then we do run the 1 copy of the Munkidori here for that Adrenabrain ability. Once during your turn, if we have a Dark Energy attached to this Pokemon, we can move over 3 damage counters from one of our Pokemon over to one of your opponents. And then lastly, we do have the 1 copy of the Cleffa for draw support with the Grasping Draw. We can draw until we have 7 cards in our hand, as well as we do have a 0 retreat cost, which this is a good pivot Pokemon to have on your bench. And then moving on to our trainer cards, for our ace spec, we have the Brilliant Blender. You can search out your deck for 5 cards and discard them. So ideally you want to search out those Spiky Energy cards and discard them immediately so that we can easily get them with Lycanroc's ability. And then for our stadium cards, we just have the 1 copy of Artazon, where once during each player's turn, they can search out their deck for a basic Pokemon with no roll box and put it onto their bench. And then for our supporters, we have the 3 Arven for searching out an item card and a tool card. The 2 Boss's Orders for gusting up one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. The 3 copies of Iono for draw support as well as hand disruption. And then lastly, we do run all 4 copies of Professor's Research for some extra draw support. And then for our tool cards, with the 1 copy of Bravery Charm, we can have this attached to a basic Pokemon to get an extra 50 more HP. And then lastly, for our tools, we have the 1 copy of Rescue Board. For our special energies, we do run all 4 copies of the Spiky Energy for Lycanroc, as well as all 4 copies of the Team Rocket's Energy for our Team Rocket's Crobat EX. And then for our basic energies, we have the 2 Dark Energies. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get into some games here. Nice, we get right into Cleffa. That's really lucky. Kind of wish the Zubat had a free retreat cost also. But yeah, we won the coin toss. We decided to go second, had our opponent go first, and looks like no mulligans from neither one of us. So let's see. Wow, what are the odds of that? I think the game is just bugging or something. We both open with Cleffa. So they got Munkidori. This could be Marnie's Grimmsnarl. Maybe. No, maybe we should get Ultra Ball. Bravery Charm. And that was a pretty good grasping draw. Yeah, they play Iono automatically after that. So we do lose a card, we go down to 6. Okay, looks like it's gonna be Hydreigon EX, the Terastal. Which I think we are getting a new Hydreigon with the new black and white sets. Yeah, let's go for Iono. Yeah, I guess we'll just go for Grasping Draw. Get 2. And they're running a Pidgeot as well. And there's Rare Candy for Hydreigon. So let's see, will they be able to pull off the Obsidian? Maybe Crashing Headbutt? Counter Gain, okay. So, okay, they just go for Grasping Draw. Yeah, let's Ultra Ball, Research, and probably Artazon. Oh wow, we don't have the Golbat. That is pretty unfortunate. Fortunate indeed. So there's really no point to research if we don't have the Golbat. I don't really want to waste the 120. Yeah, let's just go for it. Should put the 20 damage on something else. Nah, we're not going to go back into our hand. Night Stretcher. So, looks like they're probably going to go for the Obsidian or Crashing Headbutt. If they have Neo Upper Energy or Crispin, pretty bad. Flip the script. And they got the Neo Upper. So that's pretty insane. We're gonna lose Lycanroc and 2 more. No, they actually take out the Zubats. Probably should have gotten Nest Ball or something. Go for the 320. Okay, at least we get rid of their ace card. They got really lucky searching that out or getting it that last turn. Like, what are the odds? They go into Fezandipiti, and they got really nothing ready on the bench here. None of their Pokemon even have energy cards. I feel like we should do pretty good here. Flip the script again, 15 cards. Yeah, they get the Xylas. Yeah, I think there's no way they can pull this off. They got so lucky with that Neo upper energy. Yeah, they just pass actually. So yeah, let's move damage counters over. I guess we'll put 20 on Xylas. Yeah, let's just go for the KO. We do hit Fezandipiti for weakness. Rare Candy Golbat. Yeah, even if they knock out the Lycanroc, they would take 60 damage to themselves. Wow, what are the odds? They got Hydreigon again. And Arven. Did they attach energy for turn? Yeah, I believe they did. Ooh, they do pick up Pidgeot also. If only we can pick up a boss here. Quick search. Yeah, I guess let's go for the heal up. Yeah, let's go for Iono. So yeah, it's basically all coming down to this turn, more or less. Or maybe not actually. Because there's really not much they can snipe with the Obsidian. Like, they could pick off our Cleffa, but that's about it. So this should be interesting. I'm guessing they're searching out Crispin. Yeah, and there's a Crispin. Like, there's no way. If they stay in the active spot, they will basically lose. Psychic, and do they have counter gain? Maybe they have counter gain to attach. So yeah, they're gonna move the 30 damage over to Cleffa, knock it out. That still won't buy them a turn from another 120 damage though. So they're either gonna retreat out here into Pidgeot? Oh no. They just go for the crashing headbutt anyways. Okay, so we basically win this. Do the 120. And there we go, last prize card, Professor's Research. Okay, not the greatest starting hand. Zorua. So yeah, we won the coin toss, we decided to go second, had our opponent go first. And no mulligans from neither one of us. Okay, looks like our Cleffa got prized. Pretty bad. Really not ideal at all. See, the Artazon. Looks like they're gonna be evolutions. I don't know what the Zorua is for. They go into EVEX. Glass Trumpet. This is gonna be Leafeon? No, this is gonna be Flareon. Okay, at least they don't KO us. Switch. Yeah, nothing great. I don't know, I feel like we're gonna gust up Zorua here to buy some time. Because they're definitely not going our way. They only have 2 cards. I'm kind of hoping they don't have the energy to retreat out, or they waste it to retreat out and they can't use a burning charge. They put water on Flareon. Okay, so yeah, I suspected as much. Another Zorua. Okay, that did buy us at least 1 turn. Research. Yeah, I don't know if we want to switch out here. Let's research. Yeah, let's end turn. Ooh, there's the Earthen Vessel. So they're probably gonna retreat out into Flareon. Another Eevee. They put 4 Eevees into play. Yeah, there's Lightning. Let's try Iono here. Okay, this could work. Let's go into Lycanroc, we'll get the 2 Spiky Energy. What are we up to, 120? Yeah, we're gonna need to use Golbat again. Let's knock out Flareon at 280. Rare Candy Nest Ball. They go into Eevee. Something tells me they probably might have a evolution there. Yeah, they have it. I got the Serrano, so they're going to search out 3 EXs, I believe. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be Fezandipiti is one of them. No, they're all EVEXs. 2 Leafeons. So yeah, that's just about it for Lycanroc. Bloodmoon, actually never mind, I don't want that. Let's research. Okay, we get lucky on the Crobat. I feel like the Lycanroc did put in some pretty good work. Like, we didn't have the Night Stretcher both. Well, not both, but at least one Rockruff, I guess. There's Crispin. Yeah, so just as I suspected, they are setting up the Leafeons here. They could retreat out here. Definitely a thing. 2 energies. Ooh, they do put the 3rd energy. And they do retreat out, so never mind. They go into Leafeon. I think they might go... Yeah, they're gonna go for the heal up. Heal 100 damage. So yeah, that makes things way tougher. Let's go stop Flareon. I'm gonna chance it. We'll stay in play. Because what are the odds that they have a switch option, a Turo, or... Oh wow, they got Crispin. But they only got 1 energy off of it, so they didn't get the double attachment, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty good then. Another research. Yeah, we can just heal up with Munkidori here. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go back into our hand, give them a Zubat. So we pick up Cleffa and Counter Catcher. Yeah, they're definitely gonna heal up here, yeah. Yeah, let's go for the 120. Yeah, it looks like the one evolution they probably did not run. They need, which I think would be Jolteon, which would have been pretty good here. So they could definitely retreat out here. Did we really use all of our Night Stretchers? Just one. Okay, we have one more in the deck. Because we don't have Super Rod. Didn't take action in time. So yeah, it looks like they just didn't care, or I don't know. Or they knew they lost. Who knows? Last 2 prize cards. Yeah, there's the Fezandipiti and Ultra Ball. I don't know, maybe have Zubat in front. They get a mulligan. Okay. No clue what this is going to be other than a lightning deck, which we are weak to lightning. So yeah, I don't know if we can pull this off. We'll have to go very heavy on the Rockruff and Lycanroc line. So yeah, they won the coin toss. They decided to go first, and pretty bad start for them. They only get one basic and an energy. No, maybe let's get Blender, because we'll definitely need that. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else to discard here. Yeah, let's end turn. Interesting, they play Iono, which does kind of help us out here. Wow, we still managed to get Lycanroc back in our hand. They play Generator. So it looks like it's going to be the Electivire. Let's see, they switch out. And yeah, they do hit us for weakness here. Let's get the 2 Spiky Energy onto Lycanroc, Artazon. No, I'm thinking we're gonna just research here. What can we get with Arven? Or maybe let's play Arven. Let's get Zubat, Buddy-Buddy Poffin. No, let's get Nest Ball for Fezandipiti. See what they do here. Because we really can't rely on Crobat here. We definitely have to go pretty much all for Lycanroc. And it's interesting the Magneton that they have. I honestly thought they were just using the one from Surging Sparks that gets you the energy cards when you knock it out. But it looks like they have the Junk Magneton as well. Yeah, they have Stunfisk. So it looks like they just have a pretty unique deck here that they're probably just testing out something new. Yeah, and they have Magnezone. So it looks like... yeah, they are retreating out here into Magnezone. Yeah, so unfortunately they do knock us out here. I feel like we probably won't be needing the rare candies or anything, so we probably should research here. Oh wow, what are the odds we draw Lycanroc? Yeah, let's research. And I'm gonna Ultra Ball here, get a Golbat to knock out the Electabuzz. Another Golbat. Let's put 20 on Stunfisk, and yeah, let's go for the attack. 560 damage. Pretty sure they're just gonna concede here. So we get Munkidori and Zubat. So yeah, there's no way they can win this. They use Artazon. This must have been some kind of a disruption deck as well. I don't know if they I don't think they had the Electivire because, yeah, they got the Plusle and Minun here. Paralyzing Crackle. I don't think it works. Yeah, that's to be heads. Yeah, let's go for the KO. Yeah, this had to be a disruption deck. So we get Team Rocket's Crobat. I am kind of wondering how this deck would hold up to a real, like, big lightning deck. I don't know if it would be able to hold up, honestly. Because that's pretty much, I feel like, a big part of having the Lycanroc in this deck. Your Crobat's weak to lightning, you want to defend your weakness, so you run Lycanroc. Then go into Plusle. Yeah, they're not doing anything. Oh, okay, they attach energy card. Yeah, they pass. Probably gonna save the energy. Let's knock out Plusle. So we pick up Counter Catcher. I still think we did a pretty decent job at defending our weakness here. Imagine if we didn't have Lycanroc and they had Magnezone EX just to decimate all of our Crobats. Because eventually they would get gusted. Even if you just keep putting them back into your hand, eventually they'll just gust up the Crobat, take a one-hit KO with a Magnezone. Can't believe this Pokemon came out all the way back in Paradox Rift. Yeah, they just passed here. Let's take the last KO. There we go, last prize card, Team Rocket's Energy. There we go. Well, those are all the games. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.